I'm Margaret White, and here's a story about my life. When I was 6 years old, I wanted to become a herpetologist. A herpetologist is someone who works with amphibians and reptiles. I was so interested in these creatures that my dad would bring home snakes for me so I could have my own little zoo at home. And when I got older, I used to wear the snakes around my neck like necklaces. I thought that was the coolest thing. Then my father died. It was really sad for me. I was so close with him. So close with him. And then I realized I hadn't even used a camera until after he died. And I thought I would try it since he was so close with them. It turns out I love it. But it's too late because I had already decided I was going to college to become a herpetologist. When I got there, herpetology was my main focus, but there's another thing on my mind. I met a man named Chappie. I immediately fell in love with him. So as soon as we could, we got married. But things didn't work out so well, so I had to get a divorce. It was sad. Then I went on to the University of Michigan. It was great. And I met a professor there, and he asked me the question that changed my career. Are you really interested in herpetology? I said no, I really love photography. So he helped me out, and I started my career. Then, a few years after that, I got a letter in the mail from a guy named Mr. Luce. He worked for a magazine company called Fortune. He wanted me to advertise for them. I was so thrilled, so I took the offer. They let me take pictures of machines and factories and things like that because that's what they were interested in. And I was so thrilled because my father built machines too. That was so exciting for me. After I worked for Fortune, I started another career in Time magazine. It was great. But then I realized magazine advertising showed only a little bit of my talent. And if I did newspaper, it would show less. So I decided that would be it. I would write a book. But I didn't actually want to write it. I wanted to put my pictures in it. So I found an author. Who needed a photographer. And so 6 months later, we met in Georgia. We started on the book, but then the author fell in love with me. It was horrible because he was already married to another woman. And so I had to quit the book. It was just too horrible. After that, I died in 1971, August 27th.